juice like a snow cone. Ice in my veins and a cold flow. I'm getting cash overseas by the boatload. You wanna ride my wave? That's a no-go. Senoritas going loco. Make it bounce like a pogo. All my haters see rojo. They big mad cause they coming up short like Frodo. Activate the beast mode. I keep it hot, give your brain a heat stroke. You ain't a big shot, you some basic B-roll. The world is mine like my name's Pacino. Hey, it's Nico, I guess I'm back. Catch me in the fast lane on the right track. And my shorty is a 10 like a dime bag. Got me feeling like a millie, check the price tag. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, ain't no time for pit stop. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, cause my style. No time for daydreams. All my brothers get money, we call it gangrene. Just another day, but our focus still on the same thing. Us against everyone else, I recommend you change teams. Who the hottest in the city? We the top two. You said your music was litty, but that is not true. Just being honest, you should really just stop, fool. Matter of fact, empty no pockets, give me that watch too. My mind is wicked, that's why I spit it so hostile. Freaky girls in the crib, it's like I live in a brothel. All I spit is Leviticus, but I'm not an apostle. My nuts hang low, long and then colossal. Black trader black, she messiah to the misfits. Run circles, run these rappers till my shit splits. You a little late to the party, baby, I been lit. If you ain't on the friend list, you better mind your business. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, ain't no time for pit stop. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, cause my style.
Hello, welcome to our topic for today. Shout out to each and every one of you. Today we're going to discuss about insecurities. Okay, before further ado, please share this live streaming to your groups. Thank you so much. Hello, Josie, shout out. Okay, insecurities. Why am I so insecure? What causes insecurity and how can I overcome this? Okay, all of those topics will be discussed today. How can we overcome this? What are the signs of insecurities? Insecurity in relationship, insecurity in yourself. What are the causes? Of course, it will discuss everything here. Okay. We all feel insecure from time to time, whether we openly admit it or not. It's one of the most human feelings, and there's really no shame in it. What matters more is how you deal with your insecurities. depending on how you respond to them. Insecurities often deteriorate one's self-esteem. So it's important to learn how to deal with them properly and ideally, eventually overcome them. Okay? If you have any question, please type it in, yeah? What is insecurity? Hello, SBI. Shout out to you. Insecurity can be described as the feeling of doubt that your thoughts, feelings, behaviors, or other aspects of yourself are not valid or worthwhile. This self-doubt is often triggered by our experiences or interpersonal situations. A common misconception is that insecure people are shy and withdrawn. While this may be true for some people, others may appear outwardly confident. Sometimes it is not until you get to know someone or a deeper level that their self-doubt and insecurity becomes apparent. Another common misconception is that being insecure is a character trait, when really it's a feeling or a state of being, according to some psychologists or the licensed clinical psychologists. Yeah. If our mind confuses insecurity for a character traits, then every time the feeling of insecurity gets triggers for us, we will assume that something is wrong with us. If we view insecurity as a feeling states that gets triggered for everyone, then we have more compassion with it and kindness toward it, which allow for some acceptance of it. Okay? Where feelings of insecurity come from? Okay? There are many reasons why someone might feel insecure. Even people who are ordinarily confident may develop feelings of insecurity because someone made them doubt themselves. It depends upon the people we are dealing with or we are with. Okay? This is common in case of getting made fun of our or sometimes being bullied, whether as a child or adult, or because of rejection, like after breakup or not being included in an activities with friends. People may also experience insecurity because they feel they do not live up to societal norms. It's common for women to feel insecure about their bodies and for men to feel insecure about their earnings. So those are the common thing. Additionally, some people may be insecure because of the family system they grow up in. Children who were criticized for expressing themselves or simply not given the space to express themselves often evolve into adults who are insecure. Hello, Ma'am Jovita, shout out. Hello, Nero Toy. Yeah. Insecurity in yourself. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of our insecurities stem from the messages we receive from society, family, friends, and peers about who and what we should be. Because it depends upon the people we are working with or we are always with. These standards are often unrealistic and involve or include everything from how bodies should look to what we should achieve personally and professionally by a certain age and more. We then compare ourselves to this standard, and if we feel we fall short, insecurities develop, according to, of course, psychologists. Your ability to manage these insecurities, thoughts, as they arise, will determine how deep-rooted insecurities become. Your history, support network, past trauma, current stress levels, and more affect your ability to respond to negative self-talk and negative messages from others. The good news is you can retrain your brain to overcome current insecurities and protect them from future ones. Yeah. Yeah. Insecurities and relationship. Our insecurities within our relationship almost always bloom from insecurities within ourselves. The way we show up in relationship comes from the way we view relationships, which comes from our past experiences and start the moment we are born. According to some people, how your primary caregivers or our parents responded to our needs as a child develop our attachment style. These attachment styles are a major factor in how a person reacts in relationship. If you consistently struggle with insecurities in relationships, you maybe have anxious attachment style. Anxious attachment develops when caregiver or the one who look after you or you call parents the way they make you feel that way. Okay? It's normally respond sporadically to a child needs. Sometimes needs are met and sometimes they are not. Folks with an anxious attachment style may experience feelings of doubts that their partner truly cares about them, that they might live or that they must love their partners more than they love them. People with this attachment style often get wildly anxious and triggered during the conflicts and may appear desperate to win back their partner's love. What are the common signs of insecurities to look out for? The first one is always bragging. Okay, bragging. Someone bragging about themselves, their accomplishments, and their life constantly is often a sign of a person feeling insecure and having a need to convince themselves that they are worth it. The second one is very controlling. Okay? The second one is controlling. People who are insecure can be very controlling. It makes an insecure people very anxious if they are not able to control their environment and everyone who is part of it. Thus, an insecure person can be very controlling toward their romantic partner. Yeah, you will notice that one. If you are in a relationship, if your partner is insecure, they're always controlling. They want to control every moves and everything. They love to make sure that they love you. They're asking you if they really love you. They always verify from time to time. Iniisip mo sa sarili mo kung importante ka ba sa partner mo. Yes, tama po yan, Ma'am Jovita. Lagi mo tinatanong, mahal mo ba ako? Yeah. Always asking for assurance. That is insecure. If you are insecure, if you know already that you have nothing to be insecure, why you're asking, why you're verifying, isn't it? The third one is people pleasing. Sometimes insecurity can manifest through an incessant desire to please others. People-pleasing tendencies tend to reflect insecurity and the resulting internal craving for acceptance. Okay? Those are the people who needs to have attention, or you need to think if you are in this kind of attitude. Mahal mo ba ako? Ang hirap naman itanong nun. Hindi naman sa lahat ng pagkakataon ganun ang sasabihin mo. Yung tipong the feeling, the same meaning but different approach. You still asking, insisting na kailangan mahalin mo ko. Those are the feeling of being insecure. Minsan, hello Beth, Esquado Channel, shoutout. Minsan talaga, naiisip ng mga babae yun sa mga partner mo. Sa mga partner mo. Yes, that's normal. Hindi lang sa babae, hindi lang sa lalaki. So all of us, we feel that one if we are insecure. It's nice to feel like we are loved by someone, but to make sure it's definitely different meaning. Okay. That's pleasing personality. Next one is jealousy. Another sign of insecurity is constant jealousy. Manly say, although jealousy is a natural feeling, those who are constantly jealous of others are often extremely insecure. Okay? So jealousy is a big insecurity. If you keep on talking about someone, it means to say you are really insecure. Don't tell me that you are not. Ano mo? Baka ikaw. Hugot yun, host. Yun lang, hugot pala yun. Okay? So if we are constantly jealous, and especially mentioning the same person, you are insecure. Okay? Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na, ba't ako may inggit sa kanya? Inggit ka dahil, insecure ka dahil lagi mo siyang minimension. Okay lang kung i-mention mo siya na i-praise mo. Pero kung galit na galit ka sa tao, definitely you are insecure. And keep on mentioning the same person, you are insecure. You just don't know how to accept it from yourself. Diba? Ayan, isa sa mga dahilan ng problema na mahirap dalhin. Exactly. Tama po yan. Insecure. Why you need to be insecure kung confident ka sa sarili mo? Hindi naman kailangan maging maganda ka, maging mukha kang mayaman, perfect yung katawan mo. Hindi naman ganun. It depends upon how you show your love. So if you know how to show your love, definitely there's nothing to be insecure with. Okay? So that is the most important. Okay? True. But true ka pa, ha? Pero insecure ka kay ano. Okay. Next one. Reassurance seeking. Ayon. So like what I mentioned earlier, reassurance is insecurity. Seeking excessive reassurance can look like asking the same question repeatedly and at times compulsively. Common reassurance seeking question is in relationship includes, are you mad at me? And do you love me? If one is feeling insecure about their body image, it may be repeatedly asking, do I look okay? If your loved ones get frustrated by their frequent question, it may be because you are subconsciously seeking reassurance. Okay? You don't need to ask them. If that person loves you, you don't need to ask. You're not going to lose that person. You are going to lose that person by keep on asking this one because it pisses them off. Okay? Keep on asking, do you love me? Do I look okay? It's always like that. So it's really frustrating if you are keep on saying those things or asking those things because you need to make sure. It's like you are being selfish in a relationship. You're always asking for assurance for yourself, for your personal feelings. But the other hand, you're not showing it to your partner. It's just you are the only one who's benefiting on that relationship, isn't it? It's not really good, or it's not fair. Yeah. Do I look pretty? Of course, if they ask you, pretty, what's that? You're a man and then you're asking you are pretty. Okay? Wow. Sampalin mo yung bibig host. Ayun lang. Okay? So that is the reassurance seeking. Next one is perfectionism. Yeah. Perfectionism. Perfectionism is the false belief of needing to be perfect, to be accepted by others, or even to be accepted by yourself. And it's rooted in insecurity. You feel you must be perfect at home, at work, or in your relationship. You set attainable standard for yourself and exhaust yourself attempting to reach this. It's not really about perfect. It's nice to hear from someone that I love you because you are imperfect. You are perfect to me because of your imperfectionism. Because you're imperfect, you are perfect to me. Did you get my point? Gusto kita dahil hindi ka perfect. Yeah? It's nice to love by someone that you feel like you are not perfect, but still that person love you. Diba? Mas maganda yung minamahal ka ng tao dahil hindi ka perfect. Pero kung perfect ka, aba, iba ka na. Ibang-iba ka na. Iba ang level mo. Hindi ka na ma-reach. Okay, next one. How to overcome insecurity. Stop trying to be better than or the best. Hello, Mommy Bvetlog, shout out. How to overcome insecurity? First one is stop trying to be better than or best. Recognize that you are good enough, and no numbers of accomplishments, monetary or otherwise, will ever be enough for you to feel internal secure. Instead of always looking to what next to or how where you are now isn't far enough. Learn to appreciate where you are and what is the here and now. Mindfulness practices can be very helpful in this regard, which leads us to our next point. Okay? Wow. Sana all ganyan ang sinasabi. Always remember, not all the time, Nero, man-to-man is working. Sometimes, not. Okay? But I'm not against with that one. But not all the time. Okay? Did you get me? Always think about you are enough. Don't think about you want to be the best. You want to be better than that person. Okay? Hindi mo ma-attain. Insecure ka. If you're thinking about, oh my God, I'm better than that person because I got loads of subscribers. I got nice life. I got this one and she doesn't have this one. Stop comparing yourself to someone because at the end of the day, you are the loser because you are insecure to that kind of people or kind of lives they live in. Okay. Mami Betchay, shout out. Next one is practice meditation and other self-nurturing behaviors. These practices have been around for thousands of years for a reason. Human suffering about insecurity and anxiety has been a central struggle for as long as humans have existed. These practices have stuck around because they work. You need to have time to nurture yourself. You cannot just stay as you are. Sometimes, according to psychology, if once a year or twice a year you go to the places that you haven't been, it's really good for your health, to yourself and everything. Practice to do that one. Meditation, think about yourself, not all the gossips around you. Don't mind them. Just think about yourself to refresh, to rejuvenate yourself. In addition to mindfulness and meditation, learning to attune to your internal state and let go of tension, as well as generally acting in a loving and gentle way toward yourself, which can make a tremendous difference in how you eventually feel about yourself. That is important. Sometimes meditation, close your eyes, just be yourself. It's really good. For a few hours, or it's up to you, 1 hour, 30 minutes, as long as you have time for yourself, it's really important and it's really nice. Sometimes put your phone on the side, stop browsing because it will add up the tension or stress. Because nowadays you can only see on your mobile phone lives of someone else, and then you are get involved with that. You will be affected eventually. Yeah. Hello, Bibingkay White. Wow, Bibingkay White. Okay. So always remember that. Have time for yourself. Try to learn something new, to relax. Do meditation because this attune your internal state. Okay. Use affirmations. Use affirmations. Negative self-talk is the most common symptoms of insecurity. Let's face the reality. Yeah? If people are telling you, oh, your body's yuck, yuck, yuck. So at the end of the day, you are affected. Even though you're laughing, you're smiling, at the end of the day, it affects you. Let's face the reality. Okay? It really affects every emotions. Hello, Maria Maria G. Negative self-talk is the most common symptoms of insecurity. Remember that. One way to counteract that is through the use of writing. Okay? Sometimes it suggests that writing down your automatic negative thoughts, then actively restructuring it into a positive thoughts can go to a long way in overcoming insecurity. Good morning. If you are struggling to flip the thoughts as yourself that you'd say to a friend who had that negative thought, once you write down the alternative or balanced thought, really reassess your feelings and notice if your worry and anxiety has lessened. Okay. Hello, singing bird, shout out. Shout out, shout out. Next one is validate yourself. Validate yourself. Self-compassion technique daily. This might look like putting your hands on your heart, identifying and validating feelings and needs, and saying loving, kindness phrases to yourself. For example, it makes sense that I feel insecure. It makes sense that I feel anxious. It makes sense that I feel security. I need security. May I feel secure? May I accept myself as I am? Everyone feels insecure. I'm doing my best. It's very simple. If you are turning the scenario into positive, definitely your insecurity will be gone. Okay. I remember one story. In one class, there are so many students, let's say 30 students. Professor given them white paper with a dot, a small dot in the middle. Okay? And then it was given to the all of the students, and then the professor asked the student to write something, whatever they want, on that white paper. Okay? So later on, Everyone wrote down all the comments about the dot in the middle. Okay? So at the end of the day, the moral of the story is we are seeing the smallest dots, but we don't care about the surroundings that we have things to appreciate. That's the reason why we are insecure, because we are focused on the things that we need to do something. But there are so many positive things that shows around us, but we don't appreciate them. Okay? That is validate yourself. Next one is let go of what others think about you. Let go of others think about you. Insecure people worry excessively about what others think of them. Letting go of this concern can be wonders to help you overcome feelings of insecurity. Participating in a letting go ritual is effective strategy. Write down what you think others think of you, or strips of water or on the paper, then systematically let go of it by throwing it into a fire or in the river, in the water, it's up to you. Or let it go with a balloon. Okay? Let go. If your partner become cheating on you, then forgive. You don't need to think about that, mention that from time to time. If people keep on telling you this one which doesn't help, let go. Wow, in love ka sa akin, Nightbot. Yun lang. Okay? So you need to let go of everything. Because if you are keep on mentioning things from the past, definitely you are insecure. There's nothing to be insecure of. Okay, next one. Remove triggers. If you find that certain action or people trigger insecurity, take a step back. Instead of subjecting yourself to situations or people that worsen your insecurity, Manly recommends making a pact with yourself that you'll mindfully do more or what does feel good. So if social media or certain person make you feel worse about yourself, do yourself a huge favor and let go. Okay? Kakaaliw ka ngayon, night. Yun lang. Okay? Always remember that. Those things or people that triggers your insecurity, let them go. You don't need to use someone to compete others to show them that you are better than them. Let go of that one. At least you don't have problem. Using someone, it's another problem. It will trigger again. That's another way of triggering your insecurity. Okay. Next one is practice emotion exposure. What do you think? Why we need to practice emotions? Yeah. Why do we think we need to practice emotion exposure? Emotion exposure is a technique in cognitive behavior therapy. That involves letting go of thoughts, embracing emotions, and labeling sensations in the body. It's a mindfulness practice that is meant to help people cultivate acceptance of difficult thoughts and feelings. Okay? Yeah. When you practice emotion exposure, you notice that where is your body, the feeling of insecurity feels most intense. You label and track the level of intensity from 0% to 100%. You finalize the sensations and practice distancing and diffusing from thoughts. Okay. Physically, that really affects. It's like physicalizing sensations involves staying present and tracking sensations in your body by asking yourself what color, shape, texture, temperature, and movement each sensation has in your body, and staying open, present, and curious about the psychological experience of the emotion. You continue non-judgmental labeling all the different sensations in your body where they are physicalizing them and coming back to tracking the intensity from 0 to 100%. Okay, that is really important. Try to do that one. It will help really. If you are dealing with insecurity or insecurities, you might be asking yourself, how much is too much? There's no such thing as too much of a feeling of insecurity. Always remember that. Feelings are not problematic. Feelings give us information about what matters and what's important to us. Behaviors can be problematic. The way we act, the way we move, the way we behave. That's why it's behaviors. If you engage in maladaptive coping mechanism such as withdrawing, accusing, procrastinating, depending, clinging, and or attacking when we are feeling insecure, then it's become a problem. So it depends upon how we behave. That's the reason why there's insecurity. Okay, the feeling itself is not a problem. We have the same choice to move forward or toward our values, whether we feel secure or insecure. We can feel insecure at times and still move forward, being honest, authentic, curious, empathetic, assertive, and kind. Cultivating self-compassion is the ultimate key to overcoming your insecurities. It's important to offer yourself grace throughout your journey of healing and growing. Approaching your feelings and triggers with curiosity, that way you can understand them and ultimately use that knowledge to improve your self-confidence and free yourself from your insecurities. Or at the very least, better manage the way you process those feelings. Okay? What is insecurity? Exploring the definition, symptoms, and treatment. Insecurity is the common feeling, often prompted by emotions like sadness, loneliness, jealousy, envy, or self-loathing. Whether you feel like your career is going nowhere, don't believe your partner loves you, struggle to act confidently, or have a difficulty believing your worth, insecurity maybe influence you. Yeah. If you feel like your partner doesn't believe that you are worthy person, you are insecure. If your partner doesn't love you, you feel like doesn't love you, you are insecure. So you need to manage yourself. If you are living with insecurity, looking at the definition like what I've said, symptoms, treatment for these challenges, this is the advantage of understanding these things. Okay? Again, yeah. According to psychology, insecurity is a sense of inadequacy in one or more areas of our lives, a lack of self-confidence, and difficulty coping with uncertainty, abandonment, failure, or hardship. Individuals might feel shy and insecure about goals, abilities, or relationship, among other challenges. Okay, so that is really needed. What does insecurity look like? Insecurity can look like different for everyone. However, there are few common signs insecure people have. Okay, I'm going to tell you. If you are insecure, this is what you look like. An overwhelming sense of inadequacy in many aspects of life. Okay, masyado kang overwhelmed. Next one is low self-esteem. Low self-worth, self-confidence, and of course, that I mentioned, self-esteem. Poor communication and the tendency to value others' needs over yourself. Yeah. Difficulty making eye contact because you are insecure. Frequently apologizing even when you haven't made a mistake. It's okay to apologize. Most of the time here in UK, if you are talking to someone, if you feel like you made a mistake, straight away we apologize. Okay? We say sorry all the time. But it doesn't mean that we are insecure. Okay? We apologize because we don't want to hurt someone because of the mistake. If you didn't make a mistake, why you need to say sorry? Okay? So it's very logic. Difficulty believing or trusting others and building healthy relationship. You will never have a good relationship if you are insecure because you're thinking about yourself. You want to secure first yourself. That's being selfish. Okay? Feeling unable to cope with stressors. Okay? You cannot adjust because you're thinking about yourself. Feeling overwhelmed by life's responsibilities. Yeah? You feel like you have loads of things to do, that's why. Because you are insecure, you cannot focus on things. Making excuses when they may not be necessary. You're explaining things which is not connected with the topic because you're making excuses. Experiencing a desire to avoid social situation in favor of being alone. Yeah? having uncertainty about the world and your role in it. Perfectionism and a tendency to struggle to feel satisfied with results, like what I've explained earlier. Consistently overcommitting due to difficult setting boundaries and saying no. Experiencing anxiety about relationship. Difficulty making fast decisions. Difficulty asking for help, favors, or promotions because you are insecure. Portraying yourself as a more confident than you feel. Yeah, it's not only like you are setting yourself back, but sometimes insecurity is you feel like you are better than someone. You are best. You are amazing. But in the end, you are not. Being overly critical of yourself and others. That is really worrying. Yeah. What areas of life can cause insecurity? Insecurity can be present in our areas of life, and the word insecure can be used by any context. For example, you might hear someone say they made an insecure investment or hear about insecure borders. Yeah, it mentioned sometimes in the news. However, when it comes to personal insecurity, the mental health community has identified several core categories where people often feel insecure, including these feelings that I'm going to mention. Relationship. Because relationship, some people have difficulty feeling safe in their relationship. They may experience difficulty and believing that they matter to friends, family, and romantic partners. Like relationship insecurity can make it challenging to trust that others will love and support you when needed. It may lead to resisting emotional vulnerability or being open with those love. Yeah. Social situation. If you lack self-confidence in your ability to succeed in social setting and behave in a way that doesn't embarrass you or lead to ridicule, may be sign of insecurity. Social insecurity often overlaps with the symptoms of social anxiety disorder, which involve fear and worry over appearing awkward, misbehaving, struggling to carry an intelligent conversation, or failing to understand jokes in social situation. Yeah. Another thing is the body image. Body image. Some people feel insecure about the way they look and social associate their value with a perception of their appearance. Body image insecurity often focuses on weight, hair, skin, or specific body parts, part size, or shape. If you're experiencing excessive preoccupation with food or weight, you might be living with an eating disorder. So talking to a professional may be beneficial. Okay, sometimes your career. When a person doesn't feel valued at work or keep in their ability to hold their position uh, reliably, they may be experience job insecurity. Constantly worrying about losing job can make remaining engaged and dedicated to our work difficult. It can also make you less likely to ask for a raise or other benefits, which is why many companies use it as motivation or motivating strategy. However, job insecurity can hurt both workers and employers. It depends. There are some company that just to motivate you, they're giving you pay rise. They're promoting you. Okay? So it depends upon, because if you're going to ask me if I feel like I'm not happy with the company anymore, I'm going to leave. Okay? So if I'm going to live in that company, then feel sorry for the people who work with me, definitely, because definitely they're going to look for me as well. Okay? You don't need to be insecure in the workplace, because if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, if you don't know, definitely. Yeah. Next one is basic necessity. If you don't have necessities such as food, shelter, or clothing, you may have basic needs insecurity. Sometimes we have different lifestyle. Okay, so you are on that place, I'm here on that place. I remember one story. There's a rich family, a man and a boy and the dad. They went to the one of the, let's say, east quarter. Okay, did you see that? How lucky you are, according to the dad. And then according to the boy, they are lucky. Bakit? Because we have mobile phone, they have family, they spend together. We have food, they have farm, they plant their food. It's healthy. Okay? We have car, they need to walk, they are healthy. Did you see the difference? Sa tingin mo kung ikaw ay mayaman dahil marami kang pera, you are not. Kung sino pa yung walang pera, sila pa ang mayaman. Okay? That is the moral lesson. You don't need to have loads of money to call yourself rich person. Being rich is not about money. It's about how you live in and being satisfied in what you have. Mao lang sa gihapon. Okay. Okay. Why causes insecurity? While insecurity can present different for everyone, some common causes are found among people with insecure tendencies, including the following: a lack of emotional support from close friends and family. Yeah, sometimes in a family, we don't support someone, but every family members needs to understand why you don't support what they're doing. Otherwise, it's gonna be a problem. Okay? A shy or withdrawn temperament. adverse childhood experience with parents or caregiver, dissatisfaction with body image. Money can't buy happiness. Of course, Maria G. The inability to meet essential life needs such as food, housing, or safety. Inadequate emotional intelligence. Being bullied. Resistance to openness with close friends, family, or romantic partner. Being disagreeable, irritable, or unkind. Aging. Okay? There's no such thing as age, but there are some people affected, insecure because of their age. Underlying medical or mental health condition if they are sick. You are already sick. Why you need to be insecure? All you have to do is to enjoy your life. Otherwise, it will be shortened. Yeah. Dependence on other people. You are insecure because you are depending on someone else. If you can do it, why you're going to rely to someone? You're not going to learn if you keep on relying. You're not going to learn if you are keep on relying. It's very simple. Yeah, shout out Mommy Love. Ayan, mukhang may energy. Bagong bakuna. Okay. Over-dependence on other people is not really good. Disapproval, ridicule, or judgment from others. We need to accept, we need to learn how to accept things. There are some jokes that we need to accept, but there are some jokes that it affects us. Okay? We need to know how to handle those jokes. Learning disability and difficulty succeeding academically. To tell you honestly, here in UK, if they are with a disability, they are learning with normal people without disability. They're together. Okay? Sa Pilipinas, nakahiwalay yan. I'm not judging them, but that's the way it is. Sa school ng mga bata dito, people with disability, like whatever disability they have, physically, mentally, or whatever, with Down syndrome, they are together with a normal without disability. They are together. But in Philippines or other country maybe, they put them all separate and they need to pay more. Sometimes they don't send them to school. But here, they go together. So lahat yan, magkakasama. Kasi, hindi magiging normal ang isang tao kung iyon ay ihihiwalay mo. Okay? So yun po yun ang kagandahan. Yeah, I'm working with people with the Down syndrome. Sometimes they are more sensible, they are more smart, they are more helpful compared with people without disability. Yeah. Yeah. Guilt or previous failure. And of course, past traumatic experiences and post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay. How to overcome insecurity and become a less insecure person. Psychotherapy is often the most effective treatment for insecurity. However, you can also try a few other strategies to overcome these feelings. In addition to speaking with licensed therapy, try to other method. Take a step back to evaluate. In some cases, you may feel so close to situation that you struggle to see it as it is. If your concerns are unlikely or irrational, try taking a step back to reevaluate the situation. Sometimes we feel like we are doing right, we are saying right. If you step back, you will realize, and because you reevaluate the situation, that there's something wrong. Okay? For example, if you think that I'm not good looking or pretty enough, you might try reframing it as I often compare myself to others people online, and that is a habit that I want to work to change. Di ba? In fact, pagka sinabi mo, hindi ako ganong kaganda kaya mas gusto niya yung babae na yon. Hindi ako ganong kagwapo kaya ako pinagpalit. Okay? So it's up to you how you rephrase the thing. I often compare myself to other people online kasi nga kino-compare mo yung sarili mo kaya ka insecure. That habit needs to be changed. Like it should be the second option, allow you to validate that you felt insecure but want to be optimistic about the future. Okay? Stop comparing yourself. There's nothing wrong with you. Try to identify and address the source of your insecurity. Example, the stressor in your life and identify the source of your insecurity. Working with a licensed therapy, if you want, can allow you to build emotional awareness, intelligence, and literally to recognize, understand, and express your feelings. I never compare myself to anybody since I have my own identity and style. Yes, that's very right. You shouldn't compare yourself to someone because you are unique. We are all unique individuals. There's no such thing as the same. Even the twins, they have different thought, body, and everything. Okay? Take action toward meaningful change. If you are unsatisfied with your life, relationships or career, identify one step you can take and take action towards making meaningful changes. Yeah. As you progressively overcome each insecurity, you may gain more self-confidence. If you know already yourself that you are unique, you are different from others, and you don't know how you don't compare yourself with others, you don't think about asking your partner if they love you, you're not asking for security, then you are not insecure. Okay? You are not insecure. Accept what you can't change. This is the reality. Some aspect of life may be beyond your control or ability to change. Accept what you don't have. The power to accept every situation, devote your time and attention to issues where you can make a difference. If you struggle with acceptance, you can try dialect behavior therapy. There is one therapy. But if you know already that you are uh, you have problem with acceptance, then sort it out. Sort it out, because that is really important for you. Try to observe how you might be questioning or fighting your reality. You're the only one who can answer those. Remind yourself that your reality cannot be changed in these situations. There are some things that you cannot change. Yeah? There are some things that it will be sorted by time. There are some things that you cannot be, you will not be happy. Try to note any causes for the reality. Practice acceptance with your mind, body, and spirit. Use positive self-talk to tell yourself you are willing to accept this situation, even if it's difficult. You know, women are romantic. It's always nice to hear from time to time, even once a year, that that your partner love you. It's the most wonderful music a woman ears wanted to hear. Yes, that's right. But always remember, individually differences is the key. If you are expecting things from someone, you will be disappointed. According to some people, expect the worst and you will not be disappointed. And you will be happy. Yeah. I'm not saying that's insecurity, but if you are expecting someone to hear someone, or you are expecting someone to do something for you, that is the sign of insecurity. Because people are not obliged to do things. It should be done according to them. It's not like obligation to do it. Okay? Yeah. Practice acceptance with your mind, body, and spirit. List all the behaviors you'd partake in. If you already accepted this situation, then act this way until you find it aligns with your reality. Cope ahead by thinking of way to accept the situation if it's worsened. Attend to your body sensation using mindfulness or meditation to connect with yourself. Okay? Sometimes we need to attune ourselves because we feel like we are always doing right. We are not perfect. Everyone can make mistakes. So we need to check ourselves. Maybe we done something wrong. That's the reason why we are insecure. Allow disappointments, sadness, grief, or anger to arise if they do. Note them and do not act on them. Give them the space to exist. Okay? Everyone feeling the same. We do disappoint. We do become sad. We do grief. Or we do anger. But we need to take note on that one. Okay? Sometimes those things, we need to have space rather than attacking them straight away. Acknowledge that life can be worth living even when there is a pain. Okay? Acknowledge that life can be worth living even there is a pain. You will never love someone if you didn't feel pain. You love someone shows them that you never feel pain. Because at the end of the day, ang pagmamahal ay napakasarap kung ikaw ay nakaranas ng sakit. Okay? Create a pros and cons list if you are resisting acceptance further. Sometimes, because we feel like we are perfect person is insecurity. We feel like we are perfect, we never make a mistake, we resist to accept that someone is better than us. So those are the insecurities that needs to be changed. Practical unconditional compassion for yourself. Start with yourself rather than relying on others for compassion. Validation and love, practice unconditional kindness and self-love. Nothing that sometimes it's okay to make mistakes and fails. That's normal. To make a mistake, that's really normal. And hello, Angel of Labasan sa TV. Okay. Engage in a regular self-care. Taking proper care of yourself may be safeguard your mental, emotional, and physical health and well-being. Ensure you eat and balanced diet, exercise regularly, and maintain healthy sleep hygiene. Okay? Make sure you understand this one. Sometimes, if you start your day with exercise, it will make you more happier. It will make you more happier. Always remember that. Even though sometimes if when you wake up, because here in UK, it's too cold. If you go out, it's not being practical. You go out, exercise, and then come back, shower, and then of course you will feel sleepy by that time. So what I'm doing after my live streaming, I go out. That's the time I do exercise. So it depends upon you. How can you cope up with that situation in your life? True, laging nakakabit pa sa love. Ayan. Mahirap yung maging kabit Maria G. Okay. Next. Set achievable goals and celebrate progress. If you're feeling insecure about your career progress, ability to perform or prospects for advancement, try breaking up your goal into more achievable milestones and making time to celebrate your progress. Okay? Let's say, for example, your ambition is too big. Try to break them down in small pieces so you can. It's very realistic to achieve those things. Because if it's too big and it's impossible for achieving those goals, definitely it's gonna be insecurity will be taking place. Yeah. It's not really advisable to have goals in your life and then it's impossible to achieve. Yeah. Know when to reach out for help. Okay? Just look for someone to talk with, share with your feelings, and that's it. If insecurity becomes severe enough to interfere with your functional ability or adversely affect your life and relationship, you might choose to reach out for professional support. Working with a qualified therapist can help you identify and work through the underlying causes of your insecurity, while learning healthy ways to communicate your feelings and needs to people in your life. If, let's say, for example, you don't want to go to the professional therapist, then look for someone to talk with. But make sure talking is sharing. It's not like print screening and share it to someone. Sinabi niya to dito, tignan mo, print screen ko. It's not really good. Because you are not insecure, you are selfish individual, that you are sharing your conversation to someone. Okay? You are creating another problem. Always remember, okay? For your information, there are some law that you will be in jail or penalty if you are doing the print screen and sending it to someone. Opening someone's mobile phone, it's punishable by law. If you discover things in the phone that you shouldn't, you discover someone's phone that you shouldn't, that's another punishable by law. Okay? Always remember that. Okay? Always remember. It's not really advisable to. That's by law. Okay. Next one. How? Yeah. How therapy can help you to manage insecurity. Yeah. Takot kayo, no? That's law now. You are not allowed to touch someone's phone. If you open someone's phone, that's against the law. Punishable. If you read or found out something that you shouldn't, that's another punishable by law. If you are doing the conversation, sending it to someone, that's another punishable by law. Okay? So those are the things that we need to understand. Okay. That's insecurity. It shows that you are insecure. You are being selfish, that you want to have those kind of feelings to satisfy yourself and to prove to that person that you are better than them. That's why you are doing that. Okay. How therapy can help you to manage insecurity. If you struggle to manage the effects of your insecurity and interferes with your relationships, work, school, or other aspects of your life, consider working with licensed therapy, like what I've said earlier. Because therapists can be found online or in person, can be provide expert guidance. Okay, there are so many help therapists. You can go to the online as well. They call it Better Help. So they are going to discuss everything. Okay, that's the most important. Now, insecurity can influence how you react. Okay? Or how you act in a relationship in your daily life. If you're living with insecurity, coping techniques like self-care and self-reflection may be beneficial. It's up to you how you're going to handle your daily life. Okay? However, if you find that this feeling is overwhelming or taking over various aspects of your life, you might consider reaching out the licensed therapist for further support. Okay, that is the end of our topic. What is insecurity, symptoms, treatments, and how to be happy? Okay? Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for sharing this to your groups. Thank you for the support. See you next time. Yeah.